Hey sailors, welcome to the crew. I'm Sealor Agenda, and this is my Let's Play of Rule the Waves 3 as the United States. We remain at war with both Britain and Germany. We've won a couple of pretty significant victories over Britain, and we're now attempting our second invasion of Nova Scotia. So far in the war, we've managed to take Quang Chuan, we've lost Venezuela, and everything is still very much in the balance as we once again attempt to eject them from our east coast. .500 psi steam plant, weight saving, shatter resistant shells, AP penetration. Still struggling there. Wow. And S4 proceeds to sink a corvette in a gun duel. And Wilkes sinks a submarine. And Italy's now fighting Germany in the Caribbean. There's a turn of events. 2 destroyers for 2. And Italy loses a light cruiser and a destroyer to sink a corvette and a destroyer in the Indian Ocean. Maybe the Red Sea, possibly. Well, Italy's trying its best. How many seals do they have left? 8. Yeah, their CL arm. They got plenty of destroyers still, but their CL arm is taking a beating. Especially as still 5 out of those 8 are Carysfords. In fact, they're apparently out of champions, which means all 8 of those, these are the best of them, all 8 of them are basically worthless. We are still blockaded. So did they move their whole fleet back up here? Yeah, they did. That's an issue. Germany's whole fleet's back in the Caribbean, too. But at least we dealt them a blow there. I mean, we have to keep our whole fleet concentrated. I can't spare anything for the Caribbean, so we just gotta hope that'll go well. Hopefully. Maybe they'll eventually divert something to Southeast Asia. The Italians sent a battleship to the Caribbean to help us out. Something tells me that's not going to go well for them, but... how's everybody else? Austria-Hungary is still real close to war with one side or the other. Hasn't made its mind up yet. Alright, just 1 second. Alright, so... almost a year of war now. Budget is mediocre, but... sized large. Unexpected. This could get ugly. But... could be just the ticket to finally break Britain's naval strength. I'm going to try to suppress their airfields because we're much closer to theirs than ours. Yeah, that's a lot of ships. Okay, we have the battleships Congress, Constitution, Constellation, Independence, and Constitution, which is all of them. The heavy cruisers Rochester and Huntington. The heavy cruiser Frederick. The battleships Montana, North Dakota, Ohio, and Illinois, plus New Jersey, Washington, and Minnesota, which are the whole of those two classes. We have our whole remaining carrier force, Hornet, Wasp, and Langley, and the light cruisers Milwaukee, Baltimore, and Raleigh. So this is more or less every last ship we've got on the East Coast, and pretty much the entire modern Navy. It is, I think, causing immediate lag just to process all of them, but that's fine. And we're all barreling towards one poor British convoy there. Can't redirect them. That didn't take long. Battle cruisers, get up to speed. Battleships, also get up to speed. You probably should have an airstrike ready or something, yeah. I mean, the combat air patrol operates more or less automatically, but we should get them to start getting together a strike. What's the range likely to be? Not more than like 60 nautical miles. We can probably go heavy on the bomb loads then. It depends how close the carriers are to the rest of the fleet, whether it actually helps. We're going to try to keep it pretty close, so hopefully. We've been spotted by enemy aircraft. There's all our scout. I don't think that's an accurate location, but maybe. It'd be just out of sight of all of us. What time is it? Oh, it's just about morning, so we got all day to fight. Well, if there is one battle cruiser there, we should spot it pretty damn quickly. And with very overwhelming firepower. Ah. 5 BB, 2 BC, 3 CA, 3 CL, 9 DD, 9 transports. I think I found the convoy, guys. Although clearly I did, well, north-northwest. Up there now, maybe? Well, I mean, they're going to be pretty close to where the objective bullseye is. Oh, spotted something. Where are the carriers? Oh, they're headed that way to launch, I think. They're pretty aggressive about just doing whatever they feel like they need to do in order to... Yes, it is. Although we need to retarget probably slightly, but aim for that area. Yeah. Best we can do. We don't have multi-carrier coordinated strikes, unfortunately. That's more of a... It's not even a World War II thing, really, because well, to be fair, they tried to do it at Midway, screwed it up, and that turned out to work anyway, so... Okay, I see 2 dreadnoughts. That might be a 3rd dreadnought, really, and not a CA, but... Oh, enemy aircraft. It's 3 total dive bombers. I'm not... You'll forgive me if I'm not... Well... I mean, it would be annoying if they did land a hit, but they're probably not overwhelmingly likely to... They hit a destroyer. Oh, well. Yeah, that's true. With the Essex swarm, it was definitely necessary. I guess Midway was probably the last time that it didn't really... I mean, to be fair, they were trying to do it even then. They just screwed it up a little, but... Yeah, the Essex swarm would definitely make it necessary. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of British capital ships up there. Kind of hard to make sense of it all, but definitely a lot of British capital ships. Let's try to form a little bit of a line, maybe-ish. The battle cruisers should really not be leading the charge, but they kind of are by default. To be fair, as the AI is wont to do, they are getting split up way too easily. There's only like 3 capital ships engaging us right now, and the others have all gotten left behind back here. And yeah, that's just 2 Courageouses and a Revenge. Now, to be fair, those are all very modern ships. The Courageous class are the nastiest battle cruisers by far. They're actually both fast and well armored, and have not cross-deck fire, unlike all their other battle cruisers. And this is a nasty battleship, too. But we've got, 11 ships in line here? Although, where did one of my battle cruisers go? Oh, it's just like that for some reason. Okay. Yeah, I mean... Obviously, it wasn't really... Carrier doctrine advanced very rapidly during the war. Which maybe it would advance faster than that in this world, because Frederick stopped being there. Probably they would start working on it during or after this war in this world, because carriers are being used faster, but or earlier. But I don't think it'll actually change the discovery date of it in game. So 6 enemy DB dive bomb, enemy CL, 2 bomb hits. Fantastic work. Absolutely correct simulation of what it looks like trying to attack an active naval battle with no modern ID tech. Oh, somebody managed to bomb Montana, though. Is my airstrike, like, going? Are you guys... Yeah, they are in the air somewhere, I think. Is that them? Yep. They're probably going to bomb us, but that's another problem. Not quite the A-10. I'd be much more concerned if they had an A-10. Independence, what happened to you and why are you not in formation? You're barely even damaged. Falls out of line. Just... Oh, bridge damaged. I guess that's why, probably. Okay, I can't help but notice their whole fleet is running away like a bunch of cowards right now. So we're going to need to turn around in order to chase them, basically. There's our airstrike. As I was half concerned about, we're going to be closer to being on top of their... Yeah, that's true. We're going to be closer to being at the strike location than they are by the time the airstrike gets here. Hopefully that doesn't cause a big problem. I should see if we can get more... Wasp is the only one with any decent number of fighters ready. Escort, that's kind of the closest I've got. I mean, I need you to be the cap for, like, the fleet. Please. If possible. Ah, great. Not bad. Aerial torpedoes at this date, not the most terrifying things, but definitely annoying. She's lost a lot of speed, though. Okay. Go for it. Bomb hit, allegedly. 1. That's probably about all we can really ask for. Oh, bomb hit, alleged. 2 bombs hit on a BB. These aviators are liars. They're not getting this many hits, but hopefully they're hitting something. We're going to have to detach her until she can effect some repairs or something. The good news is, I'm pretty sure, even though they ran off, they can't stay ahead of us and stay with the transports, because there's no way the transports make 20 knots. So we should catch them again pretty shortly. Oh, they're coming right back at us now, actually, aren't they? Alleged bomb hits. Alright, we're doing something here. Alright, everybody to port, and let's shake out into a nice line of battle. If possible. Thanks. Unfortunately, there's no really easy way to make them form an actual line of battle, as opposed to like 3 independent lines of battle, but other than to subordinate the direction of one of them to the others, which would be the realistic thing to do maybe anyway, but it's absolutely impossible to make sense of what's actually going on over there. I'm not even going to try. We're hopefully landing some real hits. It's very hard to judge because the aviators are liars about it. It's not great that our battle cruisers are in front again, is it? You know what? No. And the whole division just kind of edge away, please. What even happened to... Oh, there's independence. Okay. Unfortunately, our battleships are not landing a spectacular number of hits at the moment, but I wouldn't say they're losing either. Okay. 3 BBs trying to cross our T a little bit, and we'll have these turn that away, and you guys stay in that line for now. You guys get lost, or what? Why are they so much later than all the others? Whatever. Or was it just the dive bombers that went in before? I guess it kind of was, maybe. Well, if you can get some hits, please get some hits. I mean, I think our first strike even was a lot more effective than theirs, because they're sending, like, I don't know what they have. I feel like it's like one light carrier hidden somewhere or something. It's just little penny packets of, like, 2 and 3 aircraft that are attacking us, you know? And that's not really a critical concern for the most part. Nice. Usually if I get the actual pop-up like that, then that's at least true. And there's the rest, I guess. Well done. Found the enemy and not us. Okay, so these 4 are really kind of coming at us. Let's make sure we're all in good firing positions. We are. We haven't really left anybody behind, because even the damaged battlecruisers are still fast enough to keep up with the battleships. Don't know where the convoy is. You think maybe that's it up there? Or... I don't really give a damn about the convoy if we sink even like 1 British capital ship, but... I really should stop having the battlecruisers be the front ships, but my battlecruisers are very well armored, in part because they get into battle lines situations like this, so... Hopefully we can just outshoot these guys. I mean, these are the more modern British battleships. They're mostly... Well, that Barfleur is just terrible, but Hood is exceptionally well armored, actually. Okay, can't help but notice you fired those torpedoes at nothing, but that's fine too. You do you. Okay, I don't know what that whole suicidal charge followed by retreat was about, but how are the carriers doing? Any chance of getting another strike together? Sort of, yes. I'm not worried about sending fighters with, because the enemy did not have any combat air patrol of any sort. So, let's just get that all ready. Great. One aircraft, I don't even... It's two somethings. Two enemy S level bomb enemy transport. They're not great at target ID, are they? Over in Britain. Yeah, we're letting ourselves get too far away. We gotta try to close the range again. Oh, there's the convoy right there. Okay. Tell you what, let's turn and head this way. With any luck, they'll pretty much have to stand and fight in order to protect their transports. That's a valid question. The problem is, even if they run out of main gun ammo, they probably won't run out of secondary gun ammo. But we'll see. That Barfleur is lagging badly. It's most likely more about picking off an individual battleship or two that gets itself in a rough situation, but... Okay, you guys, I think, need to juke, because that destroyer is too close for comfort. I mean, if we get lucky, we could maybe... There, what? How did they even find it? It's way the hell over here. It's 3 dive bombers. And there's... I can count at least 20 fighters on combat air patrol, so... Maybe kill them? Yeah? Shot one down. Didn't get hit. Alright, that'll just have to count for it. Damn it, from what? I even tried to juke. Okay, well... Okay, you've all got your torpedoes. I need you all to engage in a little bit of a suicide mission, which will be easily worth all of your lives if it works, which I need you to torpedo that laggardly Barfleur. It's only doing 5 or 10 knots, it's on fire. If we can finish her off, then the battle will pretty much be a guaranteed win, barring some kind of other disaster. How did they find... Well, a scout aircraft must have done it, but... Okay, those are level bombers. We had better be able to just dodge those, honestly. Okay, Constitution took a fire control hit. We have spares, though. I make sure to put 3 on all my capital ships. That's a lot, but it was... Oh, Montana lost her bridge. Mostly our hits, though. This bar floor is really suffering now. I think we've got that one. Oh, and here's the whole convoy that we're pretty much... They failed to cover it. We're just coming up on it. We might get some bonus points for sinking it. Although it'll be a big waste of our ammo, which is limited, but... Alright, destroyers, time to put that torpedo training to use. I expect to hit that thing with about... Ooh, we're going to have to detach her. I don't know what happened to her, but that's too much. Independence. Oh, torpedo. That's right. Or possibly mine. Okay, that bar floor is going to die, yeah. Now what's coming? 2 dive bomber? Why do the enemy send their strikes in such tiny little penny packets of... I mean, I think it is because it's all, like, one light carrier or something somewhere, but... Yeah, that bar floor's dead. So that's at least one battleship that is definitely not coming out alive, I'm pretty sure. Okay, that's a lot of... Could I scroll here? Apparently I can't. This is such a mess. But their Courageous class battlecruisers are currently death charging towards us. It would be very nice to kill them. They are very well armored, but I don't think even they can actually sustain whatever the hell it is they're doing right now. Not just you. Could I get an actual... What's Evans part of? Yeah, you guys. Never mind screening for a second. Or, well, screening's fine. Just... hard to port. And see if you can't torpedo those battlecruisers. Sure. Oh. And these guys coming up from torpedoing the bar floor will maybe be in the right position to cut those 2 off. Okay. I don't know. Let me readjust. I don't know what the hell the British fleet's doing right now. I think they maybe got really freaked out about me getting close to the convoy, but all of their capital ships are just sailing into an absolute minefield of torpedoes right now. And we're probably still only get like 2 hits even with torpedo training, but... Which Revenge class? This one? Probably. Okay, this could turn it from pick one ship off into Trafalgar real quick, actually. Yeah. That's gonna hurt. I know they probably all have torpedo protection, 2 or maybe even 3 or 4, but... Jeez, really, Montana? All from shells? Yeah, she sure does. She's just taking some really hard 16-inch hits, but, Congress, you're actually too far ahead and should probably not be solo dueling all those battlecruisers, but they're headed the other way. I think it's fine. Ooh, Independence is a little behind, but everything she's fighting is kind of crippled by this torpedo swarm, so... Okay, now some of my destroyers are steaming into the torpedo swarm, but... I think the British Admiral may have gotten drunk, yeah. There's no way in hell this Courageous is surviving. Probably not this one either. And those are 2 of Britain's very nicest battlecruisers. Okay, my destroyers have maybe gone a little too far in the death charge now, but, like, it worked. We just... God only knows how many battleships they just lost. Everybody go back to the formations you're subordinated to now that you're out of torpedoes. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, this is rough at this point. Oh, God. I feel like these are my own torpedoes, honestly. I don't see how they would be, but I don't see where the hell that torpedo would have come from. Whatever that is, maybe? Yeah, that's probably just about enough. We're gonna really risk losing capital ships if we hang around much longer. Oh, come on, your speed's not even that high. I don't know why these battleship cruisers are brave enough to still be chasing us, but they're gonna suffer for it if they keep it up for very long. Hmm. We're leaving Montana behind a little too much, but she's really damaged. I don't know if we can actually cover her or not. Okay, well, you need to be going that way. Good grief. North Dakota, you're really not even at high speed. What is your issue? Okay, we've got to try to cover Montana, so we're not going to run too fast, but... From where? God, what a mess. To be fair, it could have been from anywhere. There's just such a mess. Is our airstrike ready? Looks like yes. Let's make sure you understand the target is uh, here-ish. Launch. Great. Well, they haven't gotten any hits yet. Honestly, I think they're probably frittering their aircraft away. I think whatever that strike was just got instantly shot down because I don't even see it now. I mean, I don't know how many carriers they have. I feel like the number of aircraft we've seen is probably appropriate to just like one or two light carriers, which probably means it's almost out of aircraft by now. And the problem is this Invincible class does have 16-inch guns, but I mean, with not even that much luck, we could flash fire it, but it hasn't been happening too much today. All right, you guys all turn and keep covering the retreat for Montana and Independence. 4 torpedo bombers attack Hornet. Be nice to figure out where those were all coming from. Yeah. Well, I'm confident that one torpedo's not going to kill her, even if one bomb might. But still annoying. No, don't detach her. We'll just do the best speed we can. Oof. Sucks to be Schley. Sorry, buddy. That's our one definite casualty of the little death charge into the British fleet that we engaged in. Montana. You're damaged, but you're not that badly damaged. Could you please fix your engines and, you know, a little more than 5 knots? Because 5 knots is probably not going to cut it. Especially if it's only just noon now. Not even. Where's Congress? Oh, up there. Whoops. Hopefully she'll just come back to the fleet. Yeah, the British are definitely not really trying to follow up. They're retreating. Just had to make sure they wouldn't come after independence in Montana. Yeah. To say our capital ships are in bad shape is a bit of an understatement. It's just, I think the British are in worse shape. None of ours, even North Dakota, are in such bad shape that I'm confident we'll lose them. And I am confident that at least 3 or 4 of theirs are going to sink. It's just that unfortunately a lot of ours are so crippled that they're not combat viable anymore. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of dual purpose refits, all right. Really wish Montana would get better than 5 knots. She's the only one that's holding us back from making a, you know, stately 10 or 15 knot retreat. That's a gaggle. 5 whole dive bombers. They did not have a lot of luck. Wow. And they went for Montana that can't move, too, and they still didn't have any luck. Yeah, it looks like they're about as willing to disengage as we are, although that Invincible is coming after us, which is not bright, because I will turn around and defend Montana. And she turns... Ooh, Hornet got detached. That could get ugly. Wow, she got really detached, too. Could you guys maybe hang out a little closer to everything else? Well... What direction were those even coming from? Also, where's my airstrike? Wasn't it supposed to be launched by now? Big cap up here. I don't see any air strike. Did I not launch an airstrike? Thought I had Hmm. Well, you two at least are ready. So why don't you go for that area? Thought I'd sent a second strike at some point already, but I guess I forgot to actually start it or something. Yeah, now would definitely be a good time for a second airstrike, though, because the enemy are not in a lot of their ships. I mean, the only problem is the aircraft are liable to go for the crippled ships that are already useless, but or sinking, but well, there's a destroyer somewhere that's suffering. That one sucks to be him. We're at such range, we're really not landing any valuable hits on the capital ships we're shooting at. I'd really not run out of ammo. Rather not run out of ammo completely, so I'm going to turn away again. It's June, and we're far north. It's going to be a long, long time before it's dark, so... What is all of that? Is that? That's an aviation ship. What are the odds on that being their carrier stuck in this little bay? Hey, battle cruisers. How fast can you go? No, God. Well, go check it out anyway. Yeah, that's true. It's pretty good odds, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hold the battleships back here to keep covering Montana, but the battle cruisers should be able to go check that out. And assuming they're not literally out of ammo, should be able to pretty much flatten anything that happens. Okay, well, I see 2 aviation vessels for sure. That's 19 aircraft. They've definitely had more than that, but even just sinking those would be a start. Why are we? Their battle cruisers are apparently coming out to fight, so guess we'd better not let them. Alright. Everything go kind of north, I guess. I don't know how the hell these destroyers ended up here, but I guess they've performed a valuable scouting service for us. Okay, their battle cruisers are I don't know if anybody landed a single hit there, but the battle cruisers are retiring, so. Huh. They could sneak through that strait, technically. But the AI is so bad at ship handling that I don't actually think they'll have any chance of doing that. But yeah, I think it's just two aviation ships. I suspect they had heavier air power than that somewhere, but hell, two defenseless aviation ships is two defenseless aviation ships. Seaplane carriers is what they are, to be specific. Oh, I don't know where that was, but do we have any real gun ammo at all left? A whole 10%. Hopefully enough to sink a seaplane carrier. Although the thing is 2,600 tons. It's basically just as nimble as a destroyer. There's another one up there, too. Where's Montana? Over there. Oh, wow, she's made it up to a whole 7 knots. Well, that's progress. North Dakota, 10 knots. Flooding pretty badly, though. Okay, now to be fair, let's really try to avoid getting torpedoed in this process. Well, I guess that was too much to ask. Did somebody at least hit the damn seaplane carrier yet? Fairfax? I don't even know. Is that a destroyer? No, not that one. Oh, well, it's right by North Dakota, but they went for the destroyer instead of the battleship for reasons. Which I'm sure made sense to them at the time. You know, you don't need to be going fast. Just shh. What's the range? It's only 10,000 yards. How hard is it to hit a damn seaplane carrier? Well, of all the ships, Illinois can easily take a couple more bomb hits, but that destroyer, maybe not so much. Where's that? Where's this destroyer that's getting? Oh, no, over there. Well, somebody want to help him out a little? Isn't that a base? Well, there's a base over here. I don't think there's any land installation right here. Okay, yeah. Very uncomfortable with how close all these destroyers are to my capital ships at this point, but kind of hard to avoid if I want to. Finish off these stupid seaplane carriers. Okay, really not loving where Ohio and Illinois are. But at least they're turning. Oh, didn't save them. Oh, God, Ohio. That's rough. Should have just left the seaplane carriers alone, probably. Definitely should have left the seaplane carriers alone. I mean, that one's going to sink, I'm pretty sure, but... Good grief. All right, you know what? That's enough shooting at seaplane carriers. I don't care if the other one's alive still. Maybe we can launch an airstrike on it or something. Or, you know what? You. Are you crippled or wrecked or only halfway? Grand. Go shoot the damn seaplane carrier. Yeah, it probably would. Hydrophones on every last ship. Yeah. Why did Rochester just turn like that? Can we not get closer to the shore or something? Like, what happened to that airstrike? I ordered it ages ago. Where even are the carriers? Oh my god, they're all the way out here now? I guess I told them to turn around a while ago, but still. Well, they must have launched, because I don't see them in the table of equipment or anything. Let's get those two readied up in preparation for a strike on... You have to use medium bombs at this range, I think, although... We'll say this area. And I'll send them towards the rest of the British fleet if I don't find them here. Where the hell are... Where is the rest of the airstrike? I mean, that I launched earlier. I have literally no idea. Rochester, why are you refusing to get closer to that seaplane carrier? Hell, you're past the destroyers now. It's completely defenseless. Okay, well now, but I don't know why before. Remarkably enough, still none of our ships have actually sunk outright, although almost every capital ship in the fleet is to some degree or another crippled. But going for the maximum possible torpedo defense on everything pays off a little bit. Okay, well, yeah, you guys just, how about the fleet goes down to a nice stately 10 knots? Maybe 5 would be fine, actually. 6. How about a compromise on 6 knots? Very parade formation of us. Harkening back to the age of sail, really. Obviously intentional. Well, we finally killed one of the damn aviation ships. It's the first British ship all day that's blown up. Would have been nice if some of their 6-inch belt battle cruisers had blown up earlier. North Dakota, in essence, why? Why are you going that way? Go this way with the rest of the fleet, please. Yeah, yeah. It's honestly, it's been a pretty inaccurate day, I feel like. We've missed a lot. I feel like the whole battleship versus battleship engagement was very indecisive except for the torpedoes. Is Hornet super far apart from the others again? I don't know. Where is this? Oh, right here? Where's Hornet? Oh, over there. It's often kind of inaccurate in what it says enemy aircraft are approaching. The air attacks have definitely gotten less frequent. I think it's because of them running out of aircraft more than anything, but oh hell. Battle cruisers are coming here now? We can't get too far away from Ohio then. I refuse to lose a ship to just getting shot up by the enemy battle cruisers. Time's almost elapsed, and it's almost dark finally. That should, one or the other, will finally put an end to this battle. It's been a good over 12 hours now. Continuous combat. Ohio? No, our torpedo mounts have been destroyed. Or you mean Champlain way down here? Who's sailing in circles. Also, no. Or you mean this stupid seaplane carrier? Either way, I don't have any torps left to hit it with. It's been, yeah. To be fair, the 6 knots is Congress, Ohio are both on the very. Oh, Ohio's probably going to sink. We'll see. Darkness. At last, darkness. I had a lot more destroyers than this when the battle started. I don't think they've mostly sunk, though. I think they're mostly just, yeah, they're just all scattered across half the damn Atlantic for some reason. Okay, where are you sailing? I don't care. Rochester, why are you down there? Full darkness. That's probably that. Can carriers run out of aircraft for the wing? I actually think they can. Hold on, let me... Before the last 4 minutes elapse, let me look at the... They have a finite quantity of torpedoes at the very least. Is this... This might represent some percentage of ordnance or something. I'm not 100% sure about that. Trying to see if there's any statistic here that says that there's just the gun ammunition, but... Is that endurance? Oh, that's fuel, actually, so... Well, so they can definitely run out of torpedoes. Maybe they can't run out of bombs. Where's Congress? And oh my god, why is the battle not over? Where are we still engaged with them? Come on. Too bad. Okay. I mean, it's a huge victory. We apparently, I'm assuming Congress, yeah. Unfortunately, USS Congress, literally our newest battlecruiser, finally does not make it back home after 3 torpedo hits, which it definitely suffered the last 1, if not 2 of those, while trying to sink those stupid aviation seaplane carriers. We also lose... Well, that's the good news. Other than that, we only lose the destroyers. Schley, Hopkins, Stevens, and Little. And in return, we sink 6 destroyers, being Arun, Ness, Beaver, Hardy, Lapwing, and Oak. We sank the seaplane carrier Baron Blantyre, which a 5-inch round from Champlain caused her to blow up. Also, she was on fire a lot, but... And 3 other auxiliaries, but I think those were all transports from the convoy, yeah. We sank the light cruiser Arethusa of the Carysfort class. And most importantly, we sank the battle cruisers HMS Inflexible, HMS Furious, and HMS Princess Royal, which Princess Royal was an invincible class. And looks like just gunfire did for her from a pile of our different ships, and she eventually flooded some. She would still have been afloat when the actual battle ended, but sank the same way Congress did. HMS Furious was a courageous class, and she got absolutely wrecked by torpedoes in the end, plus gunfire. HMS Inflexible was the other courageous, 4 torpedoes, nearly 200 shells. And they lost the battleships HMS Irresistible, HMS Collingwood, and HMS Revenge, which this was the Barfleur that fell behind, I'm guessing. 4 torpedoes. Collingwood, 3 torpedoes, and pretty much just the torpedoes. And HMS Revenge, 2 torpedoes, and pretty much just the torpedoes. Yeah. So, all told, for light forces, 4 destroyers against a light cruiser and 6 destroyers, and a seaplane carrier. For heavy ships, one battle cruiser sunk against 3 battleships, 3 battle cruisers sunk. Also, 3 of our battleships and a battle cruiser are on the very brink of sinking. Ohio apparently makes it back with 102 out of 28,778 flotation remaining. So I'm going to assume she grounded coming into the harbor the way that one German ship did, but she made it. As did Independence, as did North Dakota, as did Montana. Those will all be repaired. The British stuff won't. Minor victory? Good lord, we sank 6 capital ships and it's a minor victory? Okay. Cranberry Islands. Yeah, I imagine there would be widespread demonstrations and serious disturbances in Great Britain if this happened. That's, Go fuck yourself, Minister of the Navy. Apparently the budget's not too good now. One guy holding the bulkhead closed with a rope finally let go. Yeah. Gradual damage control improvement. More effective smoke screens. Invasion of... Really? Lost loose to a mine. Italy manages to lose a destroyer and the light carrier Sirio in exchange for a destroyer. But they're still trying, so, you know. Apparently we're bankrupt. I'm pretty sure because repairs cost a fantastic amount of money, so we're going to have to pause construction of all that for a turn. And yeah, maybe we should look into those dual-purpose refits, huh? Seems like the fleet could probably use better... That kind of ruins our... whatever. That's too much. What if I just took a couple of rounds off? There you go. You don't need ammunition, you need weight. Whew. 5 months for 2 of our newest battleships. Actually, these already have... They don't? Oh, they only have 3-inch dual-purpose guns. That's weird. Well, honestly, just take those off while you're at it and make those dual-purpose. And... great. Rebuild her. Rebuild her. Better rebuild Ohio. Oops, no. Better rebuild Ohio as well. Interesting, Ohio, less repairs needed than Montana and North Dakota. Who else? Independence. The others will all be back a little sooner. Really? I've been really negligent on that then. No, it's still not a battleship, I'm sorry. No, that's the Illinois. Oh, wow, they really don't. I should fix that. Okay. Oh. Did we, yeah, we only got dual-purpose 5-inch mounts relatively recently, and that's what I use for all my secondaries, so that's why I think. This one probably also, actually. Okay, well, the entire fleet needs, what do we actually have left on the coast that's functioning? Altogether, 3 battleships, 1 battle cruiser that aren't in at least 3 or 4 months dry dock. And 2 of them are still... We have 0 battle... We have 2 battleships actually combat worthy after that battle. But we'll have 2 more battleship and battlecruiser after another month. So, what's Britain have left? Too much, clearly, because we're under blockade. Actually, I'm not entirely clear on why we're under blockade, because they don't have... Apparently, they have 1 battleship still functioning. It's just their pile of destroyers, I think. Although, really, why do I only have 24 destroyers here? So many of them must be on trade protection, I guess. Oh, I sent way too many with this fleet. I didn't realize I'd sent that many. Oh, well. Oh, and 2 carriers? Yeah. We never did find those. That must have been where the bulk of their air power was, though. It was way too much to just be from the, aviation ships, seaplane carriers. All right. That was quite a fight. Let's take a look at the almanac. Yeah. British naval superiority was just shattered, though. They are now the 5th largest navy in the world. As not only myself and Germany, but also Russia and Japan now have more tonnage than Great Britain following that battle. Their battleship fleet is down to 9 ships, of which 4 of them are the modern 16-inch gun types. And the Barfleur is terrible, so it's really just the 2 Hoods and Hannibal. And these aren't awful, just a little dated. And they're down to 4 battle cruisers, which I guess they had 7 in service before, logically, counting. They must have been decommissioning more, though. But only one of those is a courageous. The others are either these horrible cross-deck fire types or a New Zealand. So they have 3 sort of modern battle cruisers, and these 2 suck. It's going to take them a while to come back from that one. Of course, we're still at war with Germany, but the odds of them contributing an enormous amount to this war are pretty low, I think. All right. With that, I think we're going to call it a day here. Thank you, everybody, for watching. For those of you on YouTube, if you did enjoy it, consider leaving a like or subscribing. And have a nice day, everybody. This is Sea Lord Janda, signing off.